Hi, this is Danny Grondin from Leisure Travel Van Enthusiasts. Join me for my next RV upgrade. I might be the last one to finally get a dashcam. I never bought one for the RV before because honestly, the image quality just wasn't good enough for me. After a lot of research and watching real-world comparison from trusted YouTube tester, I finally decided to go with the VIOFO A329 with the Sony 4K sensors. Obviously, for me, the most important thing was the image quality of a webcam. You know, in case of a problem, I want to be able to see the license plate clearly day or night. But beside that, we have some other feature that is particularly interesting for us RVer. First, there's a feature called the Smart Geofencing Control. For example, if you store your RV in your garage at home, the dashcam won't enter parking mode. It will simply shut itself up. The very important vehicle battery protection mode. You can have it software with the camera, but I choose to buy the hardware, the optional hardware kit, and it will simply disconnect the camera if a certain voltage is reached. When the vehicle is parked, there is the low power impact detection mode too. So the camera in parking mode SIP power, very low power, but it will wake up very rapidly in case of an impact and start recording. Again, this will save power. And something else that is interesting, the voice command control. You can start recording, take photo, and more just using voice commands. So I'm about to begin the installation of the dashcam, the VIOFO, and I realized that for those of us that do have those shades, the bulk of a dashcam can be an issue because it can interfere with the closure of the shade. But the VIOFO have a little clip that will be very easy to operate, just like that, and to put it back. I'm glad this thing have that kind of support. Okay, that's nice. There's a USB socket right over the bracket, so the connection will stay there. I will route it behind that trim here, and after that we'll see. I was about to remove the dash trim in order to get access to run the wire, but using my endoscope here, we can see that it's going to be pretty easy to get from the A pillar down here and pull the wire about here, and there is a channel connecting it to the box under the driver's seat, where I will be able to get power and signal. So the more complicated part is done. I was able to get the USB cable from the base to the A pillar, and I pull it down here. There's a hole in the dash here, and here's the cable, and I will make the connection with the battery protector under the dash here. From there, I will be able to route the power and signal ignition through there's a channel here just right of the battery box, and I will make my connection under the driver's seat. Naturally, I won't use cheap tie wrap because I want those little holder to stay put. So I secure the cable using 3M those sticky and tie wraps. And why so many? Because I want to avoid rattle when driving down the road. Okay, now it's time to get power, so I will connect the VIOFO to 12 volt continuous power, and I will choose engine running. So in order to get power and signal, I will remove the driver's seat, external Torx E14. I'm gonna have to remove this trim, this mat, and the driver's seats with the E14. Okay, so I decided to use this for a 12-volt power, this as a ground, and so this is called the auxiliary electrical connector, the EK1. I will use an orange colored wire, and just to make sure we'll put a little fuse holder just to make sure with 2 amps. Okay, we are about to reinstall the driver's seat, and the installation is pretty much done. What we have here is the cable, the wire for the ignition signal going to the little box hidden here. And this is the 12-volt ignition terminal. This is continuous 12-volt, the hot terminal, and this is for engine running. Okay, this is the little battery protector. Gonna cut off power to the dash cam if the voltage reaches a certain level you choose. So, because I'm worried about my battery, I will set it up at the 12.4. That's it. So the installation is pretty much done. I want to show you what we have. The signal ignition is the orange colored wire, just like LTV, and it's protected with the split loom there and goes into the box under the driver's seat to get signal ignition. And the 12-volt continuous power is this little one here connecting to the terminal, and there is the fuse that protect that wire, and the ground is that little split loom there that goes into the ground terminal of the battery. Okay, before putting back the driver's seats, I will check if we have power. Oh, we are light. Oh, that's so sweet. VIOFO for you guys. Okay, the camera's working, everything is secured. I will reinstall the driver's seat and reconnect this little cable here. So after digging through a bunch of reviews on the VIOFO A329, the thing that kept coming back was the image quality. That's really why I went with this system. The front camera records through 4K at 60 frames per second, and with the Sony Starvis 2 sensor plus HDR, the night footage is honestly impressive. A lot of dashcam look decent during the day, then at night everything turns into blurry raccoons and glowing headlights. This one actually keeps detail. What I also liked is the flexibility. You can run front only, front and rear, or even add a third channel with an accessory camera. So you can pretty much cover the entire RV depending on what setup you want. Another thing reviewers keep mentioning was how good the parking mode and impact detection are. If someone bumps your vehicle at night in a parking lot or a rest area, there's a much better chance of actually identifying something useful afterward instead of staring at 6 pixels and trying to convince yourself that blob is a Honda Civic. It's got GPS, voice control, fast Wi-Fi transfer, and there's also an optional remote emergency button you can mount nearby, so if something happens, you can instantly lock the footage without fumbling through menus while your brain is still trying to process whatever stupidity just unfold in traffic. More of a premium dashcam setup, and installation takes a little more effort once you start adding channels and parking mode wiring, but overall the review were pretty consistent. If image quality and reliable coverage matter most, the A329 is one of the strongest systems out there right now. So this is it, folks. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the next review. Until then, have a great RV season, travel safe, and I'll see you next time.